So what I'm going to do is very quickly touch upon a very important point, building on this framework in terms of mixtures. So we began applying these kinds of techniques and looked at simpler molecules, which is, in this case, ginseng, because even though it's a complex mixture, the point that I made earlier, that when you're looking at the two components that are important in the activity, in this case, RG1 and RB1, they are essentially moieties where you have sugars attached to them, and the location and sites of these modifications, depending on the source of these ginseng, become important on the one hand. Second, that depending on the source of these ginseng, you can begin to see their ratios being pretty different. And there is important functional consequence in that. Very quickly, that I'm summarizing in this, if you're looking at the process of neovascularization where these molecules are used for wound healing applications, there's this amazing observation that was made, which is, while in the case of RG1, which is one of the components, you had increase of the chemoinvasion properties associated with this component, you had the opposite effect with RB1. So it underscores the fact that these are acting as mixtures. They are important to be mixtures given the way they regulate these different processes with regard to wound healing. Trying to really dial in or dial out the appropriate activities become important on the one hand, but in order to do that, we need to truly be able to understand the ratios of these molecules in a variety of different mixtures, and it sort of begs the question of standardization to be able to understand the structure-function relationship at the end of the day. So this is just to illustrate that a similar approach and a similar thinking can go into molecules such as ginseng. And one of my postdoc, who is currently a faculty member at Harvard Medical School, Dr. Shiladitya Sengupta, is beginning to build on this framework and really look into the mechanistic pathway downstream and how the various different components of ginseng truly become important in regulating distinct processes in wound healing, especially focusing on angiogenesis.